Welcome back to Silverstone. Well, like last year, Tatiana Calderon is the only female driver competing in European F3, but she is getting some help from another fast lady.
I never came in here to prove what a woman could do in a man's world. I came racing because I love racing, and I think Tatiana is the same. We're not here as women to show what we're capable of. We're simply here as competitors.
We started working together this year. She's now managing me, so you know, it's a big help to have all the advice and experience that she's got, because you know, she knows what it feels like to be a girl in a men's sport. So she's been really helpful, and I'm sure we're gonna have a great season together.
Well, I'm not going to tell her what to exercise through or what food to eat, but she's in the same position I was 10 years ago, and there are many things in my career that I wish I had done differently, that I learned from. There are things I did right, but also many things that I learned from doing wrong. So for me, I can guide her. I can make sure that she doesn't make the same mistakes that I did.
All the cars running in the Formula 3 European Championship use Volkswagen or Mercedes engines. Well, not quite all. Team 3 Bond with T-Sport is the only squad not running a German engine. Theirs is built in England.
We obviously are using the Neil Brown Engineering Formula 3 engine. We have an extremely good relationship with Neil Brown. Firstly, they're English, they're British. We know them very well. We've worked with them, as I say, for the past 20 plus years. They've built extremely good engines in the past. For Formula 3, they've won races and championships. They have a wealth of ability behind the scenes. We knew they could build a competitive Formula 3 engine. As you can see from the engine here in the back of the chassis, it's a 4-cylinder engine. The engines generate about 230 horsepower. This enables the cars to travel maximum speed about 250 kilometres at this specific circuit, which is Silverstone Grand Prix. We would love to have some success this weekend and possibly be able to get to the front of the grid, and a podium would be wonderful, but we have to be realistic. Julio Moreno is a rookie. He's up against some great competition this weekend in the other Formula 3 racing drivers, a lot of them with huge experience. So really, we're hoping for the best, and let's see what the weekend brings us.
A lot of work to do in the last race of the weekend for Julio Moreno from Ecuador, starting 24th. Top 20 position would be a decent result for the young rookie. Final race of the weekend, pole sitter Charles Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi alongside him, and cuts Giovinazzi off immediately. George Russell in third, Jake Dennis in fifth place. And again, starting right from the very back, Felix Rosenqvist. Close battling in the midfield, clean, dry track. And the pole man this time makes no mistake. Charles Leclerc jumps away. Antonio Giovinazzi in second place. Gustavo Menezes moves up to third ahead of George Russell, who's got Jake Dennis in the number 2 car trying to go all the way around the outside. Black and gold Alexander Albon in sixth, and spinning out in the pack. And that was trouble for Pietro Fittipaldi, and that brings out the safety car. Pietro Fittipaldi, grandson of Emerson. At the restart, Charles Leclerc, Antonio Giovinazzi right in his wheel tracks. Giovinazzi and Leclerc a long way clear of the others. Leclerc defending on the inside on the Wellington straight, turns in early into Brooklands. Giovinazzi's got more speed but can't use it around the long right-hander at Luffield. Giovinazzi piles on the pressure. Way back in third, Gustavo Menezes, but it's all about these two. Giovinazzi already a third and a second, trying to win one now. Alexander Albon in fifth place. George Russell, the race 2 winner, all over the back of him. The young Thai driver in front of the Brit. Both Formula 3 rookies. Pietro Fittipaldi stuck on the curbs. Earlier incident was Lance Stroll, the Canadian. Fittipaldi's incident again forcing the safety car out. Safety car doing more laps than some of the drivers in Formula 3 European Series this weekend. Everybody huddled watching on the pit wall. It's cold in the shadows. And they restart again. The end of the race is close. Charles Leclerc jumps away from Giovinazzi and Menezes. Jake Dennis in fourth. Russell gets by Albon for fifth position. The 34 car of Marcus Palmer in seventh. Final lap. And checkered flag. Victory for Charles Leclerc. Antonio Giovinazzi again second. Jake Dennis again on the podium in third, passing Gustavo Menezes right at the line. Russell in fifth ahead of Albon. And the Van Amersfoort team happy with their performance and that of this impressive young rookie.
Oh, amazing, but yeah, it was a really hard race. We had two safety cars, and the last one I didn't expect it in the last laps. So yeah, I had the pressure of Antonio behind me, and the wind was really hard to deal with, because yeah, in the first corner I've done quite a few errors, went wide and everything, and I've lost quite a lot of times here, but in general it has been a really good race and we have done it, so I'm really happy.
And the points leader now is Antonio Giovinazzi.
Honestly, was no way to take a lot of risk, so still long championship. Need to think also about point, and we can have a lot of race where we can win the race. So still good weekend, and we'll see. Look good for Hockenheim in the next race.
And a second podium of the weekend for young Briton Jake Dennis.
And we had 2 podiums out of 3, which by any standard is really good. Team did a fantastic job all weekend, and yeah, the car was so good in that last race. I just couldn't really show it, so I was stuck behind Menezes the whole race. We managed to gap the people behind me towards the end. I suspect they had tyre issues or something like that. But yeah, overall a very good race and a good weekend, apart from race 2.
So next time out is May and the Motordrome at Hockenheim at round 2 of the FIA Formula 3 European Championship 2015.